There's a quick one about a husband and father who's 30 years old, has some kids, who's losing his mind because his wife has notified him that she believes that she's polyamorous, therefore excusing her behavior and future behavior. And he's losing his mind here, understandably, because he has kids and all that. But here's the thing. This is the same bonehead that agreed to open relationships and everything some time before this. And the wife insisted no falling in love, just about hooking up. Well, guess who goes falling in love with somebody else? But you're going to see this guy, like I said, is no angel. He's the one who agreed to this. He's a stay-at-home dad. He claims he has no direction in life, no job. Well, I said he has no direction. No job, nothing going on, and the wife brings him all the money and all that. And obviously she has little respect for this guy, if any at all. And frankly, I have none for this guy either. And this once again shows you how bad, what will happen when people start engaging in these lifestyles that they didn't they didn't do initially before they got married. And also when there's kids involved. It's a terrible idea, and these always end badly. And I might add, the direction things go, if the guy decides to be the one who's the stay-at-home dad, and the wife's going to be bringing home the bacon, very quickly her respect for him is going to go right out the door, because at the end of the day they want a prize so they can see me out earning them, higher position, higher title, and the woman goes in the role as the provider, the man's role, and he goes in the role as the caretaker, the female role, and things are all screwed up and they always end this direction. Does this mean that every single situation like this goes kaput? No, but pretty much a lot do. And you're going to see here more I'm talking about here, and surprise, surprise, now she's polyamorous and probably looking for his replacement. And this is titled, So Wife, a 30-year-old female, found out she's polyamorous. Should I stay with her even if it hurts, or leave and practically lose it all? We've been together for over 10 years. We have 2 kids together. She is the main breadwinner of the household. I'm a stay-at-home dad taking care of the kids. Yeah, well, we're all going to see how well that lasts. I love it. I love them with my heart, my life, etc. And I love being so involved in their everyday lives. But I pretty much don't have anything else going on. Dropped out of college and have been bouncing around jobs. She's the one with a stable job and keeping us afloat. So that's great. You're there raising your kids and all that. But you know what, dude? You need to get your shit together and be a freaking man, not stop bouncing around all that. 1, as a man, you should do that. And 2, she ain't going to respect that. A few years ago, we opened up a bit about the relationship to allow S-word stuff with other people. Smack! You jackass. That is not a marriage. Period. And you got kids. 3-something, swinging, sexting, etc. We're both pretty sexual, so we agreed upon this to prevent any actual infidelity stuff and breaking our deeper relationship over a flame. You agreed to that so that there wouldn't be any cheating going on? Who put that idea in your head? If you have to do that in order to prevent cheating, then I tell you this relationship ain't that stable, my man. And you're a parent. You have kids. What the hell's the matter with you? We agreed, and she placed special emphasis on it, that this would be something exclusively S-word, that she would not tolerate if I even developed romantic feelings for anyone else, and that I want a polyamorous relationship. She would end the marriage right then and there. Oh, for goodness sake, her making all the rules. I was completely okay with all this. Smack! Weak jackass. I really didn't want a relationship with anybody but her. I want to think what we have is special and something beyond physical. Yeah, I can really tell how special this is, that you had to start inviting other people into the bedroom so that you won't cheat. Yeah, real special. You see where this is all going. She fell in love with someone else, some coworker. It all started with the usual sexting, but it's grown into something else. They call each other pet names and tell each other I love you, etc. She tells him how she always is thinking about him and feels nervous to be around him. Couple stuff that used to be exclusive for us. I almost would prefer if they spent as much time sending each other nudes than calling each other cute names. So she's the same one that said it's only going to be physical, no falling in love. And now she's falling in love with some other guy. Duh. And you're the jackass that allowed this. And I might add, in one sense, given the fact that you don't have any real purpose, real direction in life, I kind of don't blame her in some sense here. What she's doing is wrong, especially with kids and all. And then you're allowing this? You think she's going to respect you? She hasn't neglected us in any way. Oh, really? And is affectionate as ever towards me, perhaps even more than usual, which gets my mind racing in ways I don't like. She looks after us and has left it very clear that she won't have that sort of relationship with him if I'm not comfortable with it. And he knows that as well, but it's a bit late for that. Yeah, I can tell he really cares about your family's well-being. What the hell's the matter with these people? They will still interact every day, and that chemistry and gestures. and the cat is out of the bag. I know my wife is capable of loving someone else, even if she doesn't act on it. We have talked about this, and we are open book to each other. Oh, you're not getting the open book, my man. You're getting a few cliff notes of that book. We have talked about this, blah, 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 but she pretty much just tells me I might be polyamorous. I don't know. I really don't like him. It's no big deal. And her downplaying it just makes me feel worse. She might be polyamorous? You mean people suddenly become polyamorous when they realize, you know what? I really want to stay with this person because they're a good provider and they put a ring on my finger and I don't want to look like a fool. But now how can I justify cheating? I'm going to identify as polyamorous or something like that. Then it's not my fault that I want to have relations with other people. What a convenient thing. What that is a steaming pile of crap. I'm rummaging with the idea of taking her for her word and end the marriage. Good, dude. Then you need to get a fucking job and some direction in your life. But I don't want my kids going through the trauma of a divorce, and I still want to be with them. I want to be part of their lives, etc. Not a Saturday dad. But I don't have anything in my name. Don't have a job. Don't have anywhere to go if not with her. Don't see anyone giving custody to the dad that doesn't have a job. Well, get your shit together, motherfucker, and get a job. Something. Take action. Stop being the freaking, kept man who really isn't a man. I don't like this type of stuff going on here, but I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for this guy for allowing this and not being the type of guy that I'm trying to get you guys all to be. You make yourself the guy that the judge wants to certainly have the kids at least half the time, and you want to stay in this relationship and let your kids see strange guys coming in and out, and they're going to, and see this type of lifestyle here. That's going to really screw them up, bonehead. And to be honest, I still love her. Smack, jackass. So much. I'm pretty sure if we split apart, I would have just die in a few years. No, you wouldn't. You'd be just fine. You need to freaking man up, man. I won't be able to rebuild something as strong as what I have for her. Oh, really? Are you really saying that? And she does love me. I know that. Yeah, I can tell through her actions just how much she loves you, my friend. I just can't deal with the idea of sharing that love and what we have. It's just another love from the many that she could have. What do I do? Just uproot my whole life and try to start over without the family that I just dedicated the last 10 years of my life to? Or just accept the idea I'm just the guy that showed up first and keep going as if nothing had happened? Smack! You see why I do what I do, guys? To help men get their shit together, to build them up, to tell guys to focus on their purpose, make something themselves, don't rely on other people to take care of you and provide. If this guy had disabilities or something like that, or whatever it was, that'd be one thing, but he clearly does not. He's just a fuck-up, and he was probably that guy that she dated in college that was probably fun, but just wasn't going anywhere. But then he wasn't really a Chad or Tyrone, because Chad and Tyrone would be handling this different, would have gotten married. But probably she could have fun with it, and she obviously got that job and she's providing. And so she no doubt resented him for not doing anything and being the stay-at-home dad, and he wasn't making any effort, any direction in life. And it led to this. And it ain't right, but it's what it led to, and he accepted this. And now he's going, I can't go on without her. Dude, get your shit together. Of course you can. Talk to people that care about you. Find a way. Whatever. But this can't continue going on. End of freaking story. And your kids, I don't want to hear that the kids' lives will be over. Their kids are going to be fine. Except you need to be a freaking leader and role model here and get things together in your life. And you'll be okay. Ain't going to be easy for a while. But if you're just going to continue on like this, and newsflash, buddy, she's going to divorce you anyway. Better that you be the one leading the charge on this. But she will divorce you, I guarantee you, because she's won't be able to stand the sight of you, given the fact that you allow this and everything. And I don't hear anything about you hooking up with any chicks. And because they don't want you. They probably think you're a goddamn joke man-child too. So that's what I think about this whole thing. You need to get together, my man. Now, quick couple comments here before I wrap this up. This guy says here, and he's quoting him, to prevent your relationship ending over flings, y'all had flings. And surprise, surprise, your relationship is ending over a fling. Live and learn, bud. Your kids will be more traumatized by their parents broken up but still together and other people coming in and out. Divorce her, let your kids be able to see both you happy and separated. Another guy says here, he says, there's one thing you need to understand about the modern world of divorces. The legal system gives absolutely no fucks about your SCX when it comes to who gets what. If you're the stay-at-home parent and your wife is a breadwinner, then you will not get left with nothing. Right. he's going to get something. He's going to get me provided for regardless of this whole thing. Forgot to mention that. If you're the main carer for your kids, and you are entitled to the lion's share of things, and yes, even alimony. Far from thinking that you're going to be losing everything, your wife will be the one who will lose the most. You will not become a Saturday dad. She will, though, become a weekend mum. The courts do not care what exits between your legs. It cares purely about who has been doing what throughout the course of the marriage. If she's been the provider the whole time, then he's going to get alimony and maybe the kids, and then child support and all that. For yourself and your wife, it's time for you to tell her that you are not at all comfortable with the poly lifestyle. Not now, not ever. Swinging open relationship is fine, but poly is the line in the sand. Smack! No, there's no swinging open relationships either. So given what I said above, do not be fearful of any consequences you're saying right here. You'll not be losing very much except a wife and some time with the kids. I think that's a pretty good point. Now, I'm no attorney, but I'm doing this long enough and hearing how these stories play out. But yeah, he's going to get something depending on where he lives. But this is just a bad situation. So yeah, he needs to end it with her, and he needs to grow the fuck up and get his shit together. But this is what happens when you have so many guys out there that have good role models and dads that give them a kick in the ass and when they're young. That being the stay-at-home dad and have no direction and no real goals or ambitions, those guys need to smack upside the head, and I'd be happy to do it. Anyhow, we shall see how this whole thing plays out.